السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are looking at lesson number 10, as you can see. And in this particular lesson, we are going to be focusing on al-musanna, right? We look at the musanna of various nouns, where we said that if you want to form the conjugate musanna, you will just have to add alif or nun. So for example, I have kalamun. If I want to say 2 pens, that will be kalamani, right? So we look at that, but in this particular lesson, we are going to be focusing on the i'rab of that, the i'rab of the musanna. Okay, so at the beginning here, as you can see, we have a dialogue, okay, that is between al-ab and then bashirun, and then umar also. So but before we start the dialogue, of course, let's just look at a brief summary of the i'rab of al-musanna before we come here, so that things will be very easy when we are reading through the dialogue. So observe here, please. Hope you can see here we have al-musanna, right? The dual. So what is the i'rab of it? If you can remember, I think I made mention of this before, but we are going to look at it extensively here. So when it is marfu, okay, when it is marfu, it is going to just be alif wa nun, okay, it is going to be alif wa nun. But when it is mansub or majrur, then the alif will have to change to ya, as you can see here, right? So we said it is marfu bil alif. Example, kalamani. That is the initial form. That is the default form. That is the marfu. Okay, marfu state, kalamani. Now when it is mansub, example, if it is maf'ulun bihi is always mansub, like the object. Okay, object. If I want to say I bought 2 pens, it is now the object. So ishtaraitu, you will say kalamani, okay, because it is mansub. You say kalamaini, you see. So we say it is mansub biliyai. The same way when it is majrur, it is also majrur biliyai. So assuming there is a harf jar that comes before it, okay. I want to bring Allah before. If the Allah comes, you know, Allah is a harf jar, so what will it be? Okay, if the Allah comes, it will now be maini. So Allah kalamaini, not Allah kalamani, like here. Okay, so when there is a harf jar that comes before, when it is supposed to be majrur, so the alif will tend to yai. The same way when it is maf'ulun bihi, when it is mansub, okay, not only maf'ulun bihi, in case that made it mansub, it is going to be al-yai. So we simply see that it is marfu bil alif. When it is marfu in the default form, it will be alif kalamani. But when it is mansub and majrur, it will be kalamaini. The alif will tend to yai. Okay, so yai wa nun, not alif wa nun here. I hope that is clear. So that is the simple i'rab, okay, of the musanna. So now let's look at the dialogue. So al-ab is the first one to speak. We have al-ab, Bashirun, and then Umaru, and then Muawiyah. So al-ab says that Kam suratan hafista ya Bashir. He's asking Bashir, how many surahs did you memorize? Bashir answered by saying that Hafistu suratan wahidatan. Okay, I memorized 1 surah. Al-ab now says that Wa kam suratan hafista ya Umaru. He's asking Umar. Okay. Umar says that Ana hafiztu surataini. So you see here, surataini. It is initial suratani, but because it is maf'ulun bihi here, it's supposed to be mansub. And we say it is mansub biliyai. So surataini, not suratani. I hope that is clear. Muawiyah says that Ya abati, oh my beloved father. Okay, abati is beloved father. Ja al-yawma mudarrisani جديدان. Okay, today 2 new teachers, مدرسان جديدان, 2 new teachers came. Okay, أحدهما للفقه, one of them for fiqh, والآخر للحديث, and the other for hadith, for teaching of hadith. He is a hadith teacher and the other is a fiqh teacher. Bashir says that يا أبتي قرأت اليوم كلمتين جديدتين. I read today 2 new words, كلمتين جديدتين. So here too it is مفعول به, right? It is the object. It's the object of the verb قرأ or قرأت. Okay, قرأت. What did I read? Okay, I read 2 new words. So because it's the object, it is the maf'ul bih. And we said maf'ul bih is always mansub. So we said it is mansub bil ya'i. So not kalimani jadidatan, kalimatani jadidatani, but kalimatayni jadidatayni. I hope that is clear. في هذا الكتاب, in this book. Okay. So al-ab, the further says that ma-huma, what are they? Okay, what are those 2 new words? Bashir answers by saying huma al-mushtu. So this is the first word he saw, which is new. Al-mushtu. Okay, al-mushtu. Al-mushtu. And then the second one, wal-mikhaddatu. Wal-mikhaddatu. Okay. The father says that أعرفت معناهما. Do you know their meaning? Bashir says that نعم سألت المدرسة. I asked the teacher فشرح لي معناهما. I asked the teacher and he explained to me. شرح is actually to explain. Okay, so have شرح, explanation. Okay, to make something clear. That's what it was, شرح. Okay, to open up. Okay, so if you see something that is kind of confusing to you and someone open it up for you, bimana he explain it to you, that's what it was, sharaha. Okay, sharaha li ma'nahuma, he explained them to me. So al-ab says that ana al-ana azhabu ila suki. So the mushtun is the comb. You can see it here. The one used to comb your hair. That's what it was, the mushtu. And then al-mikhaddatu is the pillow that you have on your bed. You sleep on it. That's the pillow. It's what them as the mehaddatu. Okay. So the father says that ana azhabu ila souk. I am going to the market now. Aturiduna shay'an. Okay, you want something. So Umar says that uridu daftaran. I need daftar. I want daftar, a notebook. Muawiyah says that indi daftarani. I have 2 notebooks. Indi daftarani. Wa uridu daftaraini. Okay, wa uridu daftaraini. So you see here it is the verb, it is the object of the verb. Yani arada. Okay, arada nam. Arada is the madi and then yuridu. So ana uridu. Okay, is the object of this verb. So that is why it is maf'ul bihi. So also it is mansub. So that's why it is daftaraini, not daftarani. So akharani. So I want 2 other. Okay, when we say akhar is another. Okay, so daftaraini akharaini, 2 other notebooks. Okay. Now here Bashir says that in the milafani sagirani, I have 2 files. Milafun is the file, a file. So in the milafani sagirani, I have 2 small files. Wa uridu milafaini kabiraini, and I want 2 big files. Okay, kabiraini, 2 big files. So the indi here is not a verb. I hope you know that indi is not a verb. So don't think that why is the milafun not milafaini sagiraini, like here. Why someone can think that it should be milafaini, sogiraini, like here. Milafaini, kabirain. Here is milafani, because this is not a verb. So this is not maf'ulun bihi. I hope that is clear. It's not an object. It's not an object because it's not an object of any verb here. There's no verb here. This indeed is not a verb. It's rather a zorf. Okay. So here, that is why it is marfu. So we say marfu bil alif. When it is marfu, it will just be ani. Okay. Milafani, sogirani. But here, this uridu. It's a verb. There's a verb here. Arada yuridu. That's a verb. Okay. So this is the object of the verb, which is maf'ulun bihi, and it is mansub. So we say mansub bil ya'i, right? So min ayna laka hadha al-qalamu al-jamil. Okay, so where do you have, from where did you get? Okay, when we say min ayna laka, it means where did you have it? Okay, hadha al-qalamu al-jamil, this beautiful pen, zullawnaini, with two colors. Bimana, the pen has two colors. A part of it is maybe green, and then another part of it is blue, something like that. It has two colors. That's what I mean by zullawnaini. Okay, possessing two colors. Ya Bashir, he's asking Bashir. Bashir says that ishtaraytuhu, I bought it. Al-Ab says that became ishtaraytahu, how much did you buy it? So Bashir now says that ishtaraytuhu biriyalaini, I bought it for 2 riyals. Okay, 2 riyals. Okay. Now we have here tamarin. Okay, exercise. Tamarin. We have exercise here. Okay. So let's look at it. This is that ajib an al-as'ilati al-atiyah, that we should answer the following questions. Kam suratan hafiza Bashirun. How many surahs did Bashir memorize? So of course, this is this particular questions is in relation to the dialogue that we just read. So we are supposed to use whatever information that we had from the dialogue to answer this particular question. Okay. So the first one, Kam suratan hafiza Bashir. How many surahs did Bashir memorized? If you can remember, he said suratan wahidatan. Memorize only one surah. So you can say Hafaza Bashirun suratan wahidatan. Okay. The second one, Kam suratan hafiza Umaru. How many surahs did Umar memorized? Okay, he memorized 2 surahs, right? So you can say hafiza surataini. He memorized 2 surahs. So Bikam ishtara Bashirun al-qalama. How much did Bashir bought the pen? Okay, we just saw it at the end, and he said 2 riyals, right? So ishtarahu, mana ishtarahu biriyalaini. He bought it for 2 riyals, right? So now they say here ta'ammal ma yali, ta'ammal ma yali. Okay, now what they are trying to explain here is just the similar thing that I explained at the beginning, the Arab. Okay, so observe something here so that they will make it clear. Marfu, we have mansub, and then we have majrur, right? So we said when it is majrur, when it is marfu, okay, marfu, the default form of the nouns, when it is marfu, it will be like here, when it is in normal verb. I'm saying a normal verb, a singular noun. When it is a singular noun, like here, ja al mudarrisu, but when there are 2, ja al mudarrisani. So when it is marfu, it is alif, it is having alif, ja al mudarrisani. But when it is dual and it is mansub or majrur, it won't be having alif. The alif here, the alif wa nun, the alif will change to yai. So here, observe something. Ra'aytul mudarrisa. That's mansub, right? But when there are 2, Ra'aytul mudarrisaini. I hope that is clear. So that is the sign that here is mansub. Okay. You won't change the kesra at the end of the nun to fatha, like here. Mudarrisu, when it is marfu, mansub, mudarrisa. then you come and do the same thing here. You change the kasra here to fatha. You don't do that. What you are supposed to do is to change the alif. The alif is what determines the i'rab. So you change it to ya. Okay, so ra'aytu al-mudarrisaini. The same thing here. Zahabtu ila al-mudarrisi. But when there are two, zahabtu ila al-mudarrisaini. So you see. So it is very simple. The i'rab of the dual, when it is marfu bil alif. When it is marfu, it is going to have alif. But when it is mansub or majrur, the alif will change to ya. Okay, ya. Okay. Now observe here. Ajib anil as'ilatil atiya musta'milan al-musanna. You should answer the following questions using musanna dual. Okay. So these questions, they are personal questions. It's not related to the dialogue. We are supposed to answer it. But they say we should use dual. So kam akhan laka. Kam akhan laka. How many brothers do you have? Okay. So you are supposed to answer it using dual. So how do I answer it? I'll say I have two brothers. How many brothers do you have? Just say two. In all the answers, use two. That's what they are saying. So kam akhan laka. So you are going to say indi akhawani. Indi akhawani. I hope that is clear. Akhawani. Here, let me try to tell you something. Here is initially akhun, like this. Okay, it is this way. Akhun. Okay, akhun. But if you can remember very well, I told you that this nouns is from the Asma'ul Khamsa. So you can when you have to attach a pronoun or something to it, you can't just come and attach the alif or nun like this. Okay, and then you say akhani or something. No, it won't work. We don't do that for the Asma'ul Khamsa. We said that if you can remember very well, when we were doing the Asma'ul Khamsa, we said if you were to attach a pronoun to it, you have to first add waw. Okay, before you add whatever you are adding. So for example, ahuhu, you can remember ahuhu, you have to add waw. I made mention of this when we were doing this. So that's similar thing you have to do here. You have to add the waw before you can introduce the alif wa nun. Okay, so that is what you do here. So you now say akhawani. So in the akhawani, I have two brothers. I hope that is clear. So that's the same thing you do here. Okay. So the second one, kam kitaban indaka. How many books are with you? So you see what? Indi kitabani. Okay, very simple. Just make it dual. Kam taliban jadidan jaa al-yawm. How many new students came today? So you can see jaa al-yawma talibani jadidani. Oh, that is clear. Kam darsan bakiya fil kitab. Kam darsan bakiya fil kitab. How many lessons are left in the book? Okay, we saw bakiya. Bakiya yabqa, for something to remain. It remained. Okay. So kam darsan bakiya fil kitab. So you say two lessons are left in the book. So how do you say it? Bakiya fil kitabi darsani. Okay. Bakiya darsani fil kitab, or bakiya fil kitabi darsani. Okay, so dars is initial darsun. Just add alif wa nun, darsani. Kam taliban kharaja min al-fasl. How many students left the class? So how do you say it? Two students left the class. So how do you say it? Kharaja min al-fasl talibani. Okay. Kam rajulan mata fil hadisi. When we say al-hadis, al-hadis means accident. Accident. Okay, that's what they must hadisun, accident on the road. Maybe a car entered into another car, and then an accident. Okay, that's what they must the hadis, accident. So he says that kam rajulan mata. How many men died? Kam rajulan mata. How many men died in the accident? So they say we should use two. So you want to say two men died. So you say what? Mata fil hadithi rajulani, or mata rajulani fil hadithi. I hope that is clear. So very simple. Let's look at the next one. The next one too here is an exercise for us. This is that أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية مستعملا المثنى. We should answer the following questions using musanna, the dual. So the same way, just like we answered, we are supposed to answer here to using the dual again, using dual. So كم لغة تعرف? How many languages do you know? I want to say I know 2 languages. So how do I say it? So I'll say أعرف لغتين. But here you have to be careful. You have to say لغتين because تعرف is a verb. So لغة, this لغة is going to be an object. Okay. I know, if I say I know 2 languages, the language, the word language is an object of the verb know. So it is maf'ulun bihi, and maf'ulun bihi is mansub. Okay, so when it is mansub, you say lugataini, not lugatani. Okay, so all the examples we are going to see here, the nouns that we are making dual are going to be maf'ulun bihi. Okay. So we have to do that. We have to take note of that. So أعرف لغتين, not لغتان. كم سورة حفظت? So you can see حفظ is a verb. So the surah is an object. Okay. Here on all these examples, they are going to be verbs. They are going to be verbs. So كم سورة حفظت يا مريم? So Maryam will answer by saying that حفظت سورتين. So suratayn, not suratani, because it's maf'ulun bihi, which is mansub. Kam risalatan katabta ya Ahmadu? So you see, kataba is a verb, risalatan is a object, maf'ulun bihi, which is mansub. So you see what? Katabtu risalatayni. Kam hayyatan qatalta ya ammi? He's asking his paternal uncle, how many hayya? Hayyatun is a snake. So how many snakes did you kill? So how will he answer? He will answer by saying, of course, I killed 2 snakes. So you say, qataltu hayyatayni. Okay. Kam daftaran ishtarayta ya akhi? How many notebooks did you buy? You say, I bought 2 notebooks. So you answer by saying that ishtaraytu daftarayni, right? Kam سؤالا سألت? كم سؤالا سألك المدرس? How many questions did the teacher ask you? Okay. So سألني, he asked me. سألني, he asked me. سؤالين. Okay. سؤالين. سؤالا سؤالين. Oh, that is clear. So سألني سؤالين. Or سألني المدرس سؤالين. Okay. Then we have here كم طائرة رأيت في المطار? How many planes did you see in the airport? So this is an airport here. This يعني has هو المطار. This is the airport, and they are asking us how many planes can we see in it. So you can see 1, and then another one here 2. So you answer by saying that you can see 2 planes in the airport. So how do you say it? رأيت في المطار طائرتين. Okay. طائرتين. رأيت في المطار طائرتين. Okay. كم منديلا غسلت أختك? كم منديلا غسلت أختك? How many mendil? The mendil is the handkerchief. Okay. Did your sister watch? So how we have to answer by using 2. So you can say غسلت أختي منديلين. Okay, منديلين. غسلت أختي منديلين. كم مشطا تريد? How many musht? You can see the musht on the comb that you used to comb your hair. How many of them do you want? So you want to say I want 2 comb. So how do you say it? So أريد مشطين. أريد مشطين. Okay. Now here كم مخدة على سريرك? How many pillows are on your bed? So how do you answer it? You have to answer by saying there are 2 pillows on my bed. So you can see ala sariri mihaddatani. Here you have to be careful. Okay, there's no verb here. So you will see mihaddataini. The mihaddatun is standing on its own. There's nothing affecting it. It's like the mubtada. Okay, it's not maf'ul bihi or anything here. So when you have to answer it, it's the maf'ul. I'm saying maf'ul is the mubtada. Okay, so you can see mihaddatani ala sariri. So you see, it's the mubtada standing on its own. Mihaddatani, 2 pillows ala sariri are on my bed. So it's not an object or anything of anything. So it is standing on its own. So it is marfu. It is marfu. So you see mihaddatani here. Okay. So mihaddatani ala sariri or ala sariri mihaddatani. They are the same thing. Okay, you can make it. We look at al-mubtada, al-muqaddam wal-mu'akhar. You can remember. So you can make it either. So here we have the 5th one. Ajib an al-as'ilat al-atiya musta'milan al-musanna. The same thing that we have done. So inshallah we would like to pause here on this particular assignment. But of course, it has been a long time since we gave an assignment to the student to also try his hand on it. So we would like to give this assignment number 5, okay, to the student. So please try your hands on this particular assignment, and inshallah you can contact the moderator if there's any difficulty or any question, so that he will clarify for you, inshallah. So inshallah, the next lesson will start from the 6th one here. Okay, exercise number 6. Okay, but this 5th one, as I said, please is for the students, so try your hands on it. So it's very simple, just what we have done. That's the same thing. Ajib an al-as'ilat musta'milan al-musanna. This is the same thing. You have to use dual to answer them. So it's not any difficult. There's no difficulty here. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Jazak Allahu Khair. Wa barakallahu li wa lakum fi Qur'an al-Hakim. Wa nafani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa zikr al-Hakim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.